All right, this shit done been out for a little minute though. Y'all see what it is. And honestly, at first, maybe I guess I wasn't in the mood listening to music. I wasn't fucking with it. I thought, like, I tweeted and said it was all right. You know what I mean? It wasn't better than the original. But after listening to it right now, I'm in a better mood. The only song that I didn't fuck with on this shit is track 8, Love You featuring Sydney August. You know what I mean? I was just like, I just couldn't get into it. A lot of songs grew on me every freaking day. You know, I wasn't really feeling that at first. That grew on me, but basically, he did do what I thought he didn't do, where he didn't really speak on ops like that. But see, what I did this time, I listened to the album with the lyrics. Thank God this album got the lyrics with it. So I'm listening to it and reading while I'm hearing it. And yeah, this shit is fire though. You know, it's better that you sit with albums instead of just listening to them once or twice and then just having an opinion on it. So I'm glad I actually stepped away from it and came back to it. Man, I'm listening to Finesse Out the Gang featuring Lil Baby right now. I love that hook. The way he used his melodic voice, that shit fire though. I mean, when I first listened to it, a lot of these songs did catch me, and I was fucking with them. You know what I mean? But yeah, Finesse Out the Gang is crazy. Lil Baby did his thing. Getting up to Switched Up, I definitely love that sample in the background. And he definitely did put a lot of pain in his music. I'm not even gonna lie about that. You know what I mean? And I was just sitting here like, damn, it's still not what he previewed on his Instagram lives and shit. It was a couple tracks that or snippets he played, and I know for sure, I know Should Have Ducked is one of them, but it was another one where he was just going crazy on that shit. But I think I heard it, but maybe the beat switched or he changed the beat or something like that. I don't know. I could be tripping. But this shit is crazy. You know, he just talked about the hurt, the streets, fake niggas. It's one line where he say you think you 300 and you switch up on your guys and shit. And I'm like, damn, is he talking about Sosa still? Because it's like it ain't really nobody else from the 300 camp that really, you know, him and Sosa had a beef back in the day, and I was trying to think about it because Tay 600, he still be sneak this and that nigga. You know what I mean? Anytime he talking about a rat or talking about this and that, we know he talking about Tay 600. But as far as 300, it's like, shit, who was it? It was only Sosa. See? You know what I mean? I'm listening to that song right now, Switched Up. It's like crazy, but it's too short though, you know, honestly. But I fuck with that song. Let Him Know. You know, I think when I was first listening to these songs, it just seemed like, you know, when I first put it on, like he came out singing, and I'm like, skip. I didn't really listen to it. I didn't give it a shot. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, damn, this is supposed to be hard. This is supposed to be dope. You know what I mean? But once I, you know, listen to it and get through with the lyrics, he actually spitting some real shit throughout the whole project. So I fuck with that. Let Him Know is dope. Should Have Ducked, of course. I just said that. That was dope. When I'm Lonely was one of the ones I kind of slept on as well, though. But that hook is fucking crazy, though. You know what I mean? And niggas spitting this shit. I was just like, damn, okay. Maybe I was missing something when I first heard it, but this nigga was going off. I feel him though. When you lonely, you kind of do a lot of shit you probably wouldn't do if you wasn't lonely. So I definitely fuck with that record. You know, and his inflections in his voice throughout the project is pretty dope too. Of course, every freaking day I said that. I spoke on Love You. I Don't Know is another one that I kind of slept on. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. But just sitting here, you know, listening to it, reading the lyrics with it, it's like, man, this nigga actually dope. He put a lot of pain, a lot of real shit in his music. You know, he spoke on certain shit because of the case he got, you know what I mean? When he mentioned, they told me not to hang around gang members, fuck that. Of course, you know, the Duck this, you know what I mean? And just listening to a lot of these songs, you could tell it's so much shit that he want to say, but he can't because of, you know what I mean, that jail situation. Not jail situation, but, you know, the situation with the case or whatever. So I'm like, damn, I kind of want to see him finish that shit, like get cleared and everything so he can drop another project and just speak on everything. You know what I mean? Because you can definitely tell it's a lot of shit he want to say, but he won't go into it. And some of these songs are just too fucking short. I'm not really particularly happy with all the hooks that's on it. Some of them hooks is weak as hell, but the verses is pretty dope. And he kept it minimal features, which was good. You know what I mean? It still was some shit that I thought I, you know, would have preferred. It was like, you know, like Lil Bibby on this motherfucker, Herbo again. I know Von was on the first, the original instead of the deluxe, but it would have been dope to have another Von verse on this shit. Him and Sosa need to get back together. I know Reese got a situation when he got shot, so his voice ain't the same no more. But it would have been dope to have like maybe some old music or verse he had throwing this shit as well. But Movement, fuck with that shit. Last Minute is crazy. The actual video for Kanye crazy. I wasn't mad at it because it's like he paying homage to Kanye, you know what I mean? When he called himself the Chicago Jay-Z, you know what I mean? And then I think on, was it Shaq Ramoni, where he like took that little line at Ye, like he basically missed the oh yeah, some shit like that. So with Kanye Crazy, I didn't really know what to expect, but it's cool. It's too short, but just different little phases, how he recreated some of his videos, which was very fucking unique though. I know that cost a little bit of bread, you know what I mean? Especially the joint he did off My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. You know what I mean? That to see that little recreation was dope. I wasn't really feeling a little, the joint Kanye did with Lil Pump, and he kind of recreated that. That was dope though. But you know what I mean? Showing respect to Kanye is dope. You know what I mean? But overall, this shit is hard though. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I stuck with it and didn't give up, listening to it. I just was in a weird mindset when this shit dropped, and I wasn't really feeling music at the time. You know what I mean? Dealing with a lot of other shit that's not important to the music. But I went back through it. I'm like, let me check this shit out again. You know what I mean? And I fuck with it. You know what I mean? I still feel that G Herbo's PTSD Deluxe is better. I like and admire Lil Durk's music, but when it comes to like how he say the trenches and shit like that and speaking on certain shit, I'ma always go with G Herbo because his music is real, just like Durk music is. But I feel like Herbo definitely hits a little bit harder when it comes to that pain shit and that real shit, you know what I mean? Because he rap, you know what I mean? I feel like Durk, he good, but it's just he adds too much melodicness to his fucking music. Sometimes you just want that nigga to rap, like 300 Days, 300 Nights type shit. You know what I'm saying? They Forgot type shit. You know what I mean? You remember them tapes. But overall, I fuck with it though. You know what I mean? This dope, and it's doing numbers. The original doing numbers. This one doing numbers. You know what I mean? I think it did almost 80,000 the first week. The second week, I think it's up to 55,000. So the project overall is doing pretty good. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that I ain't really seeing with music. Like everybody dropping music and they doing numbers first week, second week, but nobody's going like fucking platinum, gold, none of that shit. I mean, last year alone, the only platinum album that I do believe was Taylor Swift or Lil Baby or something like that. So these niggas be doing units in the first week, second week, but overall, when you calculate everything, these albums or projects, whatever you want to call them, ain't even going gold or platinum. So that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? I do believe Juice WRLD went platinum or whatever. I'm sure Uzi went platinum, but I'm just saying a lot of these artists, they doing numbers but with streams, but the album equivalency ain't equaling to like a gold album or platinum album, which is crazy. Videos do dumb numbers and shit, so they still get paid off all that type of shit. That's cool, but you know what I mean, these certified hits need to be hits. So that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, I fuck with this. I don't know what Durk got planned next, but I'm up for it. You know what I mean? I just hope he don't start doing collab projects with like Atlanta type niggas, like the little niggas he been doing features with and shit like that. Cause I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? If anything, you and Herbo is kind of dope. I don't think Bibby and Herb gonna ever drop that project. I wouldn't be mad at a Lil Durk and G Herbo project. You know what I mean? I think that'd be pretty hard. But that's just me. But I don't want to talk your heads off and shit like that. But yeah, Lil Durk, latest album, the deluxe version, The Voice. I fuck with it. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, grandson. Long live King Von. You know what I mean? Great album. And yeah, man, I just want to know what he gonna do next. That's it. I hope he drop a video for Refugee. That's my shit. Even though the song is like so fucking short, but I feel like if he actually put some visual effects in certain scenes to make the video at least 3.5 minutes, show some shit, because the song is like under 2 minutes and some change. You dig? That's still my song. I fuck with that. I like his flow. I like the melodicness of it. All that though. You dig? But y'all let me know what y'all favorite tracks is off The Voice Deluxe version. You know what I mean? I'ma holla at y'all. One.